Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Holyfield. What he said. He says Wilder is the best at heavyweight, not Joshua. You know, well, I agree with him, but I disagree with him when he said that. And the reason why I agree with him, I think Wilder is better than Joshua. That's just my opinion. But he says Wilder is the best at heavyweight. Well, I disagree with that. I think Tyson Fury is the best in heavyweight, just because of that fight. Because I feel like Tyson Fury won that fight. You know what I'm saying? But I still have to look at the tape again. I remember I've been telling y'all this, but they haven't came out with the full tape yet, and I have to go back. But by what I seen, I think Tyson pulled that out, and I know it's a draw. So I mean, even if y'all say Wilder won that fight and y'all think he's the best, I mean that's just your opinion. I'm not gonna argue with that, or you know what I'm saying. But right now it's Tyson Fury, I think, and Wilder, and then I say Ortiz, and then Joshua. That's just my opinion. But yeah, that's what Holyfield said, and he said, and I was reading the article. It was on boxing.com, and he said something about what he said that Wilder Deontay Wilder knocking down Tyson Fury for like 2 times, and the second time when he knocked him down, he said he should have been knocked out. The ref should have stopped the fight. But he said usually when a fighter been knocked down, this is what Holyfield said. He said usually when a fighter get knocked down like that and stayed on canvas and motionless, you know what I'm saying, not responding and nothing like that, they'll count him out. But you got to understand too, Holyfield, that he got back up. You count him out when you count him out when he's counted out. When you reach what I'm saying, when you reach the you know what I'm saying, the 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying, when he count the 10-second count. But he wasn't out. He was out motions a little bit, but he got back up. And then you gotta understand, he is a star too at the same time. He ain't no bum. He ain't no a C-level fighter or B-level fighter. He's an A-level fighter. He's an elite fighter. Tyson Fury. You gotta give him that. You gotta give him that. You gotta give him that credit. You gotta give him that due. And for Deontay Wilder and Joshua, you don't count those dudes out if they can get back up. You gotta count them out. You know what I'm saying? Just like for some fighters, I think it should be for every fighter. It don't matter if they're a B level or A level or elite, whatever and all that. If you count them out, count them out. Don't be like, okay, yeah, this fight is over with just because the way he look on his back is against the on the canvas or his face is on that canvas. It don't matter. But sometimes you can obviously see the person's not gonna get back up. But he gave Tyson Fury a chance, and guess what? He got back up. So at the same time, I disagree with Holyfield when he said that. You know what I'm saying? And look what happened. He got back up and he finished the fight on his feet instead of being on the canvas. Because of course Deontay Wilder would have won a fight if they would have counted him out. But at the same time, man, it's got to be fair. And I can understand why Joshua didn't want to fight. I say it again, why he didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder over here, because he might not get the decision. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he said, Anthony Joshua said he didn't want to come over here at all. He said, if you want to come fight me, I'm the champion. I'm going to come fight me in my backyard. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to come to America. I think that's what he said. If I'm mistaken, I apologize for that. But look where he at now. He's in America fighting Big Baby Miller. Nobody don't know. I bet you people in New York don't know Big Baby Miller. I know I'm getting off a topic, y'all. I apologize for this, but getting back on topic. Well, what Vander Holyfield said. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody say Vander Holyfield might be biased because he's American and he want to root for the American heavyweight. But look at what Lance Lewis. Lance Lewis is saying that Joshua's not. He's not fighting nobody, and he's the same way Holyfield saying. He said he's not fighting nobody because he said Vander Holyfield said this. He said Anthony Joshua, he might be skilled in Wilder, which I probably agree with that. I think he is skilled. No, ain't no thinking. He is skilled in Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder only relies on his right hand. You know what I'm saying, or even his left or right hand, whatever. You know, so he relies on his power. He developed developing more skills every time he fight different fighters and elite fighters. You get, you know what I'm saying? So I think this is gonna backfire if Anthony Joshua fight Deontay Wilder. He should have fought him 2 years ago. Because every time he fighting people, he getting better. But at the same time, it didn't happen, and it's gonna probably happen later on next year or probably at the end of this year. I don't know. We'll see, y'all. But the thing about it is, what Evander Holyfield said about Anthony Joshua, he said, I think skill-wise, I can say Anthony Joshua, but he won't fight someone until he fights somebody. It don't really make a difference if you have better skills, which I agree with that. If you're not fighting nobody and you're a elite fighter, that's what Charlamagne said on the Breakfast Club. And then Anthony Joshua he didn't even disagree with that. He didn't even disagree with Charlamagne said about Ortiz is better than Big Baby Miller. And then he said, I agree with that. He said something about, Charlamagne said that Big Baby Miller's not an elite fighter. And you know what I'm saying, he's not on Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder level and Ortiz level. And then, you know, Anthony Joshua agreed with that. But at the same time, his first debut in America, he's trying to get his feet wet. I'm gonna see, and I expect him to fight. I cannot expect him to fight probably an elite fighter. He has to fight an elite fighter now. It don't matter if it's Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, or Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? It more likely he might fight Ortiz over Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury, but we gotta see, because he fighting Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller's not even popular in his own state, New York. In Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? He not popular there. And some people don't even know who Big Baby Miller is at the same time. So I do agree with Evander Holyfield said about Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other people saying the same thing about Anthony Joshua. He's not fighting nobody. Why is Lennox Lewis saying the same thing and Holyfield saying the same thing, and people even in his home backyard, people in his own country, Anthony Joshua saying, some people saying that, some fighters saying the same thing. You got to come over here and fight people, man. Which he fight? No, but come over here, not just fight tomato cans or people they don't know. It's not a well-known fighter. He's got to fight the best fighters. You know what I'm saying? So he could have fought Ortiz, but it's never too late to fight Luis Ortiz. He might fight him after this fight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But at the same time, man, I agree with Evander Holyfield, but I agree with him with some things, but I disagree with some of the things he said. You know, what do y'all agree with? And what do y'all agree with Evander Holyfield? What do y'all agree with or disagree with Evander Holyfield, what he said on here? What I'm talking about. So leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.